Karen, and going into this Alphabet report, and I'll kick off with Alphabet, really there is a lot of caution because of that Snap result we saw. Analysts are expecting about $70.6 billion of revenue in the third quarter, about 8% year-on-year growth. That's a significant slowdown from what we've seen in the previous quarters this year. They're expecting ad revenue to grow just 7%, again, a significant slowdown from what we've seen. We know budgets are being cut by advertisers. That could weigh on areas like YouTube and Google search ad as well. Cloud now has also become a key part of the Alphabet story, so investors very much going to be focused on there. But again, we know there could be some concern over whether businesses are willing to spend money in this current environment on cloud computing, and that's certainly a question for Microsoft as well. The other bets is always an interesting category when you look at Waymo and some of those driverless car areas as well. The losses there widening in the last quarter, so investors were looking for a little bit of cost discipline there as well. Moving on to Microsoft, again, mentioned cloud. That's going to be a big focus here. Are businesses still spending? We've seen a huge slowdown in the PC market. How will that affect some of Windows and the other related products from Microsoft as well, and how's Office holding up in this environment? Now, last quarter, we got some pretty rosy guidance from Microsoft. They said they expect double-digit revenue and operating income in the new fiscal year, which began in third quarter. Will they maintain that in the current environment? That's going to be a key question. Moving on. Meta, what a rough year, 60% down year to date. Again, advertising a key part of the story for Meta still. We saw through those stat numbers and the concern over Alphabet numbers that there is a big slowdown in advertising, which could filter through to Meta as well. User numbers always in focus. Are people still using Meta's products? Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, that will be in focus. And lastly, the metaverse. What is going on here exactly for Meta? They released the $1,500 Meta Quest Pro. What is the vision? What is the long-term focus? And more importantly, do investors have the patience for it? Moving on to Apple. Again, a big focus here on the iPhone 14. Now, last time in the last quarter, Cook said he expected revenue to accelerate in the September quarter. They didn't give any official guidance, but analysts are looking for a revenue of about $88.9 billion. He did say there were pockets of softness, however, around for the company. Again, the iPhone 14 in focus, the newly released iPhone 14. What models are popular? Is it the more expensive models? Is it the cheaper models? What is the demand like? Those are going to be key questions. The services revenue as well, which is a huge part of the Apple story. We saw a bit of a slowdown in the last quarter. Will we see a re-acceleration there for services? And clearly commentary as well on China, any disruptions there in the market, and also any supply chain disruptions as well. Finally, Amazon, the last one to report. It's expecting to report Q3 earnings of about 13% to 17% revenue growth. But again, a number of challenges. The biggest rising costs in the areas of fuel and energy, which could impact transportation as well. Of course, e-commerce focus in sales here as well. What is the strength of the consumer globally and the markets Amazon operates in? Are they continuing to spend? And is that pandemic boom they saw starting to wear off? Cloud, the key part of the Amazon profit story here. Again, similar questions to Alphabet and Microsoft. Are businesses still spending? And what impact is that having on Amazon? And of course, the last big bit of the pie here, advertising. Big part of the Amazon story now. Are we going to see an impact there given the slowdown? And overarching all of this is the strength of the dollar, which will impact all of these companies, and we'll see how big an impact that's going to have when they report this week, guys.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.